The Barbados Agricultural Society has joined the fight with the St. Lucie farmer to protect grasslands considered a lifeline for livestock farmers. They have launched protests against proposals for the establishment of an agricultural training facility slated for those grasslands at the Hope in St. Lucie, a project touted by the Education Ministry. Shane Seeley has the details.
Making hay when the sun shines is something farmer MacDonald Stevenson has been doing for the past 15 years, providing hay for up to 50 farmers in the north and other parts of the country. But fresh proposals to take this land out of grass production is threatening to put him and other farmers which he serves out of business.
There are no other grasslands in St. Lucie. Now, when they take out these, what is going to happen to the livestock farmers down within the north?
Now, plans are on the cards to turn this grassland into an agricultural training ground for students of the Barbados Community College and the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic. That proposal also includes using the old Hope Plantation House as part of the new facility. But the Barbados Agricultural Society says not so fast. CEO James Paul is convinced this move would be a major blow to the agriculture sector.
Compromising such a huge area of grassland in Barbados will have consequences for not only the dairy industry, because a significant amount of sheep farmers get their fodder from this area.
He's now calling for education officials to review the project.
All I am doing is appealing to the principals at the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic. I'm appealing, I'm just making an appeal, okay, to the Minister of Education, right? And the principals in the Minister of Education. Let us sit down and look at this project and see whether or not the way it is presently being constructed actually, right, is what we need, or what the agriculture sector needs.
Now, the BAS CEO says today's appeal is just phase one of what they are willing to do to stop these lands from being taken out of production. Lands which he says are critical to the farming community here in Barbados. Shane Seeley, CBC News.
Despite an alleged staff walkout at the National Union of Public Workers yesterday, management maintains that no protest action was taken. CBC understands that around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, staff at NUPW headquarters at Dalkeith Road walked off the job due to grievances regarding unpaid increments. However, Acting Assistant General Secretary Wayne Waldron says the short break taken by staff around that time should not be considered an act of protest. He acknowledges that staff is awaiting word on increments supposedly owed since 2013, but says the process has not yet been exhausted. Mr. Waldron confirmed the internal process will be led by General Secretary Roslyn Smith and the NUPW's Executive Committee. A NUPW staff member who contacted CBC to advise of the walkout says there are also issues to iron out with President Akani McDowell, who she says treats workers disrespectfully. Declining to go on record regarding that accusation, Mr. Waldron says he's confident any in-house matters can be resolved amicably. Hundreds of Barbadians across the island were without electricity for close to 2 hours on Wednesday night. This is after a fault was detected at the Barbados Light and Power's generation plant at the Spring Garden site. Officials of the BLMP tell CBC News that the outage occurred just before 8 p.m. Engineers and technical crews were quick to respond, and the matter was resolved about a half an hour later. Customers affected included those in parts of St. Lucie, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, St. James, St. Michael, St. George, Christchurch, and St. Philip. Lawmen have caught up with a St. Michael man who fled the scene after he went to collect a barrel from the airport. That barrel was found to contain 12 pounds of cannabis hidden in household and food containers. As a result, 30-year-old Javon Jason Richards of Princess Royal Avenue, The Pine, will face the District B Magistrates Court today on drugs charges. Richards faces charges of possession with intent to supply, possession, trafficking and importation. His arrest stems from an incident on March 23rd when he went to the airport to collect the barrel. Richards reportedly ran away as the barrel was being examined by customs officials. Meantime, 3 of 4 Canadian women charged with trying to smuggle close to 150 pounds of marijuana into Barbados have been remanded to Her Majesty's Prison at Dodds. This after they all appeared in the District B Magistrates Court yesterday. Police say 20-year-old Paige Amber Clark, 24-year-old Natalie Linton, and 35-year-old Charlotte Blackman were remanded to prison immediately pending their sentencing after they pleaded guilty to smuggling 40 pounds, 42 pounds and 34 pounds of cannabis respectively into the island. The other female, 17-year-old Emma Jacqueline Young, also pleaded guilty and was fined $80,000 forthwith or 2 years in prison for trafficking 44 pounds of marijuana. Young was convicted, reprimanded and discharged on the offences of possession, possession with intent to supply and importation. The 4 females arrived at the Grantley Adams International Airport on Wednesday from Canada and were searched by customs personnel and subsequently held with the drugs. Well, it's official. Dr. William Dugade has returned to elective politics for the Barbados Labour Party. He will again be the BLP candidate to contest the Christchurch West seat, currently held by ex-BLP member, now independent MP, Dr. Maria Agard. Dr. Dugade was presented to BLP faithfuls last night during a branch meeting at the Arthur Smith Primary School. Describing it as a moving experience, he thanked supporters for welcoming him back to the constituency.
It was a tremendous honor and privilege to have been your representative for 10 years, from 2003 to 2013. And I am sure that with your help, when that special date is called, I will be returned to serve you and represent the people.
An opposition leader, Mayor Motley, said the task now is to complete the BLP team in preparation for general elections constitutionally due in 2018. Ms. Motley says she looks forward to Dr. Dugade being a key member of the party.
I'm happy for you to join this team again. And I thank the members of the people of Christchurch West for giving us someone of the caliber of William Dugade to help us in this mission.
Stay with us. We'll have regional and international stories right after the break.